From ancient times, flowers have been associated with the Indian culture and traditions for their social, aesthetic and economic value. The loose flowers are used in preparation of garlands, hair adornments, worship, social, religious functions and floral carpets in different parts of the country. In the recent times, use of cut flowers in the form of bouquets, floral arrangements on different social occasions has been on the rise. Interior decoration of hotels, corporate offices are incomplete without beautiful flower arrangements, potted flowering and foliage plants, floral petals in the water bodies that enhance the ambience of the indoor area or surroundings. Flowers also form part of landscaping and aesthetic beautification of gardens. At present in India, about 1,16,000 hectares is under floriculture. Out of this, 99.5% of the area is grown under open conditions, while 0.5% is under protected cultivation.
Government of India accorded highest priority for research and development on floricultural crops. Lot of emphasis has been placed on these two aspects in the last two 5-year plans, and current emphasis in 11th plan is also on the ornamental crops. As a result, a good amount of area is coming up under protected cultivation of ornamental crops, which will give a boost to the export of these crops.
The domestic floriculture industry is growing annually by 25%. The Indian floriculture exports is also growing steadily from 18.83 crores in 1993-94 to rupees 400 crores in 2006-2007 and is about 2% of the total agro exports. Traditionally, the day begins with women and children plucking flowers for worship. Some of the traditional flowers used on different occasions are lotus, Nerium, Nyctanthus, Champak, Marigold, Chrysandra, Chrysanthemum, Jasmine, Tuberose, and so on. In India, some of these traditional flowers are being commercially cultivated in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, and West Bengal. To add beauty and fragrance, scented foliage plants are also grown on commercial scale, which are used in making garlands and vanies. Flowers are harvested and picked during the cool hours of the day and are packed in bamboo baskets and bags. They are transported from villages to the markets by train, buses and trucks. Women in the families are mainly engaged in tying loose flowers into vanies and garlands and for other value additions to the flowers. They are also involved in crop production to marketing of flowers. Flowers arrive from different parts of the state as well as from neighboring states at the local market, where wholesale trading is done. The main auction in the market takes place in the early morning, where middlemen play a key role in the auction of flowers. After auction, the flowers are transported to the retail market. Indian cut flower industry started with globalization and import of greenhouse technologies with buyback arrangements. Initially, many corporate people set up large units with huge investments. There were a number of teething problems which gave setback to the growth of the industry. However, it also led to development of indigenous technologies, and small and marginal farmers entered the arena, resulting in increased production, and world market now recognizes Indian cut flowers. Roses are the most beautiful, sought-after flowers and highly stable in the international and domestic markets. Indian roses are being exported to European countries, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, US, Middle East, and South Asian countries. Most of the polyhouse area is under rose production, while other crops like carnation, gerbera, and chrysanthemum occupy a small percentage. Bangalore and Pune are the major flower growing and exporting centers in the country. The other cut flowers grown are gladiolus and tuberose in open conditions. Uttarakhand in North India is an upcoming new floriculture belt with large area under gladiolus cultivation. Some of the tropical flowers grown popularly for cut flowers include orchids, anthuriums, bird of paradise, ornamental gingers, and heliconia. Liliums are commercially cultivated in high-altitude areas like Nilgiris, tulips in temperate climates of Jammu and Kashmir, temperate orchids in northeastern hills of India. Immediately after harvest, the flowers are placed in buckets containing clean water to which preservative is added. They are then placed in cold storage to remove field heat. They are graded for their quality and uniformity before bunching and packing in cartons.
The main aim of the association is to help the growers with free technology, free marketing advice. And in the annual meeting, we discuss openly and come at a consensus of the prices of various grades of anthurium. Each buyer is bound to pay the grower at the particular rate agreed upon, and the grower is bound to pool their flowers with the particular grower throughout the year. And this has been functioning very smoothly for the last 5 years. This kind of price fixation by the association makes a grower comfortable about the price which he is likely to get. The buyer is comfortable because he knows that this is the kind of volume of flowers he is going to get. And the bankers are also comfortable because the bankers knows the total realization of the money and their return of the loan is assured.
Cut foliage and fillers form important part of any floral arrangement. Some of the important cut foliages include palms, leatherleaf fern, asparagus, ficus, crotons, etc. While fillers include goldenrod, daisies, baby's breath, gypsophila, and statice. These are also grown commercially and marketed along with cut flowers. Number of varieties have been released in flower crops from Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapeeth, Pune, Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, and other ICAR institutes and agricultural universities. Many private nurserymen and companies have also contributed to the development of various varieties in different ornamental crops. Some of the important varieties include Kamini, Purnima, Violet Cushion, Phule Ganesh Violet in China Aster, Nilima, Ravikiran, Yellow Gold, Kotu, Punjab Anuradha, Mother Teresa in Chrysanthemum, Arka Kesar, Kumkum, Darshan, Dheeraj, Sapna, Nazrana, Urmila, Suchitra, Punjab Dawn in Gladiolus, Shringar and Prajwal in single type, and Suvasini and Vaibhav in double type rose, and Pusa Basanti Genda and Pusa Narangi Genda of Marigold. In rose, Dr. G.S. Randhava, Kiran, Girja, Gayatri, Pusa Gaurav, Pusa Bahar. In Bougainvillea, H.B. Singh variety has been released from IIHR, which is also patented as Krishna. Many foreign seed companies have started their seed and seedling production in India on contractual basis. In India, about 600 to 800 hectare area is under seed production. Punjab alone produces 90 tons of flower seeds grown on 300 to 400 hectares. Bulbs of tulips are being produced in Jammu and Kashmir in collaboration with the Dutch companies. Other bulbs like gladioli, amaryllis, dahlias, tuberose, etc. are also produced for the domestic and export markets. Several nurserymen have taken up large-scale multiplication of the potted foliage and flowering plants to cater to the growing needs of indoor decorations. The most popular plants are palms, ferns, philodendrons, ficus, aglaonema, dieffenbachias and dracaena. Dry flowers form more than 60% of India's floriculture exports. The dry flowers like statice, helichrysum, cane, pine cone and bamboo strips, wheat, corn and barley strips and many wild native species are used to prepare value-added products such as collages, cards, festive decorations and sweet-smelling potpourris. They are exported to countries like Germany, USA, Netherlands, UK, Italy and Japan. Mainly industries from Kolkata and Tuticorin are involved in export of dry flowers from India. Dry flower products are a major contributor in floriculture export trade. India stands third in the production of essential oil with a share of 16 to 17%. Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Rajasthan are the important states involved in cultivation of Rosa Damascena, Rosa bourboniana, the flowers of which are extensively used in preparation of rose oil, rose attar, rose water and Gulkand. In South India, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are important states engaged in extraction of tuberose and jasmine concrete. These different essential oils find use in making agarbattis, aromatherapy, perfumes and potpourris, soap and toiletries and flavoring food items. Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export and Development Authority, APEDA, National Horticulture Board, NHB, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development (NABARD) are main government organizations supporting growth of floriculture industry in the country. These organizations have number of schemes and developmental programs which are implemented through state horticulture departments and nationalized banks. Many promotional programs are being implemented for increasing the area and productivity of many ornamental crops. Production of the quality flowers in poly house and in open fields for domestic and export purpose. Various facilities are being extended for development of necessary infrastructure and other facilities under NHM, which are implemented by state horticulture and agriculture departments of different states of the country.
Yeah, the Horticulture Training Center has been established by the Maharashtra State Agriculture Marketing Board, Pune, and the collaborators to this project are the Netherlands Development Finance Company from the Netherlands, and wherein they have given us the grant in aid to establish this training center. And the third partner to this project is the Practical Training Center, also from the Netherlands, which is a similar type of training center which has been engaged in imparting practical training for the last 50 years. We have received trainees from almost 27 states of the country, means almost all the states of the country, as well as we receive trainees from the neighboring countries such as Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. I think we have almost trained more than 5,000 trainees at this training center, and we as a training center is the first of its kind in Asia which imparts practical training in greenhouse technology.
The contribution and involvement of public and private research organizations in growth and development of floriculture industry in India is immense. Among the public research organizations, ICAR institutes such as Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore, National Research Center for Orchids, Pakyong in Sikkim, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, many state agricultural universities, All India coordinated research projects have played a vital role in development and promotion of new varieties and production techniques. IIHR Bangalore is a premier research institute involved in development of many improved varieties in rose, gladiolus, tuberose, chrysanthemum, China aster and many other ornamental crops. It has also contributed for the significant growth of floriculture in India by promoting innovative production techniques and better post-harvest management of ornamental crops under open fields and polyhouse conditions.
As a result of concerted research efforts under ICR system, at Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, we have released a number of high-yielding varieties with the quality in ornamental crops. As far as IIHR is concerned, our emphasis here is on breeding varieties, indigenous varieties with export quality, and also breeding for biotic and abiotic stress tolerance, which are the main impediments in realizing the yield potential of these crops.
The National Agriculture Research System, NARS, comprising of various research institutes under Indian Council of Agricultural Research (ICAR) and state agricultural universities are taking up various R&D and training programs for staff, farmers and entrepreneurs on production to value addition. India's only flower auction center, considered the second largest auction center in the world, is located in Bangalore. The centre, currently known as International Flower Auction Bangalore, IFAB, has given a big boost to the flower export from India. The auction system followed is on the lines of Dutch system, that is, high to low, with confidential reserve price. The International Flora and Landscape Expos are being organized every year to review the growth of the industry and showcase India's floriculture wealth. It not only exposes the stakeholders to new technologies and scientific advancements, but also forms a platform for interacting with the international buyers. Flower shows are conducted across different parts of the country in different seasons. Flower shows of Lal Bagh Gardens in Bangalore, Ooty Botanical Gardens, and chrysanthemum shows in New Delhi and Lucknow are huge crowd pullers. Micro-propagation has become order of the day for rapid mass multiplication of disease-free plants in a very short time. Difficult to propagate plants can now be propagated in any numbers through this technology. With the declaration of floriculture as an extreme focus area by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and the Ministry of Agriculture through National Horticulture Mission, this sector has acquired a special status, and growth in floriculture cultivation has been phenomenal in the last decade.
Way back in 1995, when we started the magazine called Floriculture Today, there were only 140 odd units coming up for floriculture. There was a phase, yes, when the floriculture was going a bit down, but end of the 90s, that is in 2000 year onward, the floriculture really took a big jump. I would say the way that it is developing, I see a very bright future for floriculture sector as a whole, and I feel if the government support continues this way, we can, in the near future, we can become the floral superpower of the world.
From traditional and conventional methods of propagation, production and management practices in flower growing, India has come a long way in successfully adapting new crops and varieties, tissue culture method of large-scale multiplication of plants, and greenhouse cultivation of various flower crops. Adoption of crop management practices for better utilization of water and nutrients, use of locally available alternate substrates such as coco peat, use of eco-friendly plant protection measures, post-harvest management practices have also contributed for the significant growth of the floriculture industry. Organic farming has also gained momentum, especially in the concrete and essential oil extraction of rose and jasmine, which are also sometimes used as flavoring agents. Urban landscaping and interior decoration is fast gaining importance to have clean, unpolluted atmosphere. This has given huge impetus to floriculture nursery industry for increased production of saplings, shrubs, lawns and pot plants. E-marketing is the modern trend for trading flowers in the country, including ordering value-added products like bouquets online. At the International Flower Auction, Bangalore, Internet auction facility is available to determine the international market trends. Besides, they will also facilitate overseas bidders to participate in the auction and provide consultancy services to the growers. 6 agri-export zones have been set up in India, out of which 2 in the state of Tamil Nadu and 1 export zone each in Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Karnataka and Maharashtra to promote exports and generate direct and indirect employment. The rate of growth in export and domestic markets are sure indications that India has a chance of becoming a top flower producing and consuming nation in the world. The floriculture industry is targeting an annual $1 billion in export of floriculture products by 2010.